The voice of Shropshire. Jim Hawkins in the morning on BBC Radio Shropshire.
Any idea how much food you're throwing away? Well, the average household throws away 700 quid's worth of food every year. And yet at the same time, 4 million people in the UK are living in food poverty. Most food waste in the UK is avoidable. Most of that food could have been eaten had it been better managed. One idea to help is a community fridge. We have a few of those here in Shropshire. You can hear about them in just a little while. Tessa is from the environmental charity Hubbub. With the help of the National Lottery, they set up 50 fridges. They're promising to set up another 50 by the end of next year. Tessa, thanks for joining us this morning. What is a community fridge?
Okay, so a community fridge is a space where any local resident, business, organisation can exchange surplus food within their community. They're open to everyone. And as you said, there's more than 50 open in the UK at the moment. That number is set to double. And they really help people to connect with the community, access nutritious food, save money and reduce waste.
Who's setting them up? It's you and in combination with local groups or what?
Yeah, so local groups manage and coordinate the fridges, and Hubbub, we're an environmental charity, and so we manage the community fridge network, which really supports groups to get set up safely and efficiently, and we support the groups to exchange knowledge and experiences and provide them with everything that they need to know really about running a great fridge.
Who benefits from community fridges? I mean, everybody, I suppose, in theory.
I would say everybody benefits from the community fridge. Yes, they are open to anyone within the community. So we really do see people from all walks of life using them. And one of the great things about the fridges is that they pave the way for other community activity. So we're seeing them give way to cooking workshops or community gardens. People are sharing other things like household items and skills. And we're also seeing that they're introducing people to new types of food and helping many people have healthier diets, because a lot of the food that's coming into the fridge tends to be fresh fruit and vegetables.
So they become a kind of something around which the community gathers to do much more than just share food.
Exactly. And I think for us, if we step back in 5 years' time and there's not a great deal of food waste to redistribute, I think we'd still see them as having value in their own right as community food hubs.
What challenges do you face getting people to donate the food to be shared?
That's a great question. I'd say 95% of the food that is donated to the fridge does come from local retailers, bakeries, etc. And then I think at a household level, if you've got a garden and you've got a glut of beans, it's a great thing just to kind of drop off the excess at. And if you're going on holiday, and we know that household food waste spikes at times when people are just too busy kind of packing to think about what's in their fridge. So these are opportune moments for householders to donate, but clearly if there's not one very close to you, you might not go out of your way. But we'd really encourage people to go to hubbub.org.uk and have a look at the map there, as there's a number more in the pipeline, and just see if there's a fridge near them.
Okay, and if there isn't, can they suggest that there should be?
Exactly, yes. So if they're interested in setting up a community fridge themselves, they can get in touch with us at Hubbub, and we will provide them with all of the guidance that they'll need to set up a fridge really safely and efficiently, and help them connect to the wider network of community fridges around the UK.
Okay, go to hubbub.org.uk, hubbub.org.uk to find out more. Tessa Trix from Hubbub, thank you very much for being with us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Cheers, Tessa. Thank you. Bye-bye. And you can hear more about one of the community fridges we have right here next on BBC Radio Shropshire. 10:25, you've been hearing about community fridges. And after setting up their first 50 such fridges in accessible locations, the environmental charity Hubbub, with funding from the National Lottery, is promising to open another 50 at sites across the UK by the end of 2020. There are already a couple in Shropshire, so let's find out how they work. Sam Pitch is the coordinator for the group Brookside Big Local. A little earlier on today, I asked her about how their community fridge got underway.
The lady that used to do my job before I started last year, she went to a conference in Birmingham, I think, and they were put on the spot and they were asked to put kind of a bid together. So she, kind of thinking on her feet, this is something that she'd been batting around in her own head for a while. She came out with this amazing speech about a community fridge that's there for anybody to use, that's helping to reduce food waste in the area. And she was really lucky and got awarded £2,000 from Sainsbury's to purchase the fridge and get it set up.
So how does it actually work?
So we have a lot of food donations from our local Sturchley co-op. So it's the kind of the food at the end of the day that would usually go in the bin, go to landfill. So they give it to us. We pop it in the fridge. We sign it all in, so there's traceability. And then anybody can kind of just walk into the community centre and help themselves, just sign out, put their initials next to it, so there's that traceability of where the food's going.
So you know where it's going. People have to sign it out. Are there any kind of criteria for need or anything, or is it just if you happen to need it, then it's there for you to use? Yeah,
it's not even about kind of people needing the food. It's more about stopping the food going to landfill. So it could be absolutely anybody that comes in and takes something. They might just be walking through the community centre and go, "Oh, forgot to buy carrots." So they pick up a few carrots, take them away with them.
You've been open just about 12 months. How's it been going?
It's been really well kind of received. However, we are struggling to keep the fridge kind of stocked. We've made really good partnerships with Sturchley Co-op, our local schools. They donate weekly, and we've had a new donator on board, Amber Buffets. So on a Thursday, they donate any of their leftover pies or pastries.
But you could do with some more.
Yes, definitely. We can always do with more. We have a 3-day shelf life on anything that goes into our fridge. So basically, if it's not gone within 3 days, we have to throw it out, and it's very rare that happens.
So you could pass through the community centre 2 or 3 times a week and see entirely different stuff in the community fridge.
Yeah, that's the fantastic thing about it. We don't know what's going to come in on a day-to-day basis. We could have pizzas in there one day, lots of fresh milk the next day. It's very varied, really.
What sort of response have you had from the people who've been using it, as well as from the people who've been donating?
I think that they're just really grateful that there's something in our area that they can come to, that they're helping to stop the food going into landfill. It's good food.
Now, this is obviously something that benefits everyone because, as you say, it stops food going into landfill. People who might need something or have forgotten something, they can take advantage of that. If someone is thinking, this is a great idea, I'd love to do it in my community, what have you learnt that would be good advice for them?
So basically, we got a £2,000 grant. We bought the biggest fridge that we could afford with that £2,000. I would suggest buying a smaller fridge and seeing how you get on with getting donators on board, because our fridge looks quite empty quite often because we can't keep it stocked. So yeah, I'd suggest buying a smaller fridge to start with and see how you get on.
And if someone listening to this and anywhere, presumably in the Telford area, would like to help keep your massive fridge well stocked, then it's fresh produce that would otherwise go to waste that you're looking for. How can they get in touch with you, Sam?
We have a Facebook page, so if you search for Brookside Community Fridge, you can find us there, or you can contact Brookside Community Centre. Or you can contact us directly on email at info@brooksidebiglocal.co.uk.
info@brooksidebiglocal.co.uk. That's Sam Pitch from Brookside Big Local. You can find more about the Brookside Community Fridge on their Facebook page. Just search on Facebook for, obviously, Brookside Community Fridge.